Boyfriend insists on knowing my body count. I have now been dating this guy for 4 months. Everything's going well and he ticks so many of my boxes. And he always tells me how I tick his as well. However, he keeps going on about wanting to know my body count, aka how many people I have slept with. I think it's so silly and unimportant as I really don't care what his is either. And for me, it wouldn't change anything between us or about the way I feel about him. However, he really does insist on knowing my body count as he probably has asked me 6 times already. What do I do now?
You do the hard thing, and that's tell the whole truth. Not the parts that make you look good or sound good, but the entire truth. You give him an accurate number, including all the BJs you gave out in middle school because you were too scared to go all the way, including a couple of times you gave up the third option back in high school because it was a hot guy on the basketball team you really wanted to secure his commitment from, but he never did. You tell him all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there's 3 options that's going to await you when you do. 1, he sticks around. He's a simp for doing that, but that's an option. Option 2, he walks. He never looks back. Or option 3, he sticks around, but you just got a permanent demotion. Nah, fellas, don't take that kind of girl seriously. If she's running as fast as she can, I mean, she's going to lie regardless. But if she's adamant about not letting you know what she's been through and what she's doing, yeah, you don't want them problems, guys. Steer clear at all costs.
How old are you?
24.
Has dating gotten easier for you?
No, it's gotten harder.
Why is it harder?
Honestly, men ain't shit.
What makes you feel that way?
It's probably my taste in men. I'll take accountability for that, but men just ain't shit.
Sounds like it's a you thing, though.
It is. No, 1,000% it's a me thing. I'm trying to grow out of it, but like men ain't shit.
Okay, why do you feel that way, though?
I feel like honestly there's a disconnect in between like female emotional intelligence and then male emotional intelligence, if that makes sense.
Like, give me an example.
Okay, so I feel like females, we feel things very deeply and we find a deeper meaning into everything. Meanwhile, men, like, they just want some men. Am I wrong?
I mean, well, how would you feel if I was like, oh, you know, all woman ain't shit?
I wouldn't like that. I'd beat your ass. No, I wouldn't like that.
Now that's just sad. This chick who's been punching above her weight class ever since freshman year of high school, getting clapped up by Pookie and Ray Ray and them. She is saying that we ain't shit. Okay, I tell you what. I don't feel sorry for her. Who I feel sorry for is Mr. Mittens and Fluffy and all the rest of the cats she's going to end up buying from the SPCA because the wall is soon approaching. Sad, man. She can dish it out, but she can't take it. Not to mention that her entitlement is crazy. But she ain't alone.
You gotta spend on the first date. How much would you spend on the first date?
At least $500.
On the first date? About $1. Wait.
You gotta pay to get my hair done, my nails done, my feet done.
So let me ask you this. If he pays for all that, right? And the date doesn't go good, are you gonna refund him?
Hell no. You gotta spend how I look and I look good. So you gotta spend a good bag.
How much is that though?
As much as I want him to.
I'd say 250.
300.
Bro, she lied.
A band? Cause my that good for a band. Like, what you talking about?
No. How much do you expect a guy?
Man, these modern women are so much like professional institutes. Code word for YouTube's algorithm. And everything but the name. They've got the outfit. They've got the mindset. They've even got the pricing structure. But they would get mad as hell if you ever called them one, right? Unbelievable.
No. How much do you expect a guy to spend on the first date?
As much as he wants. At least 100. Like maybe like 120.
Don't spend no money on the
First date, at least 50.
What would you do with 50?
Steak.
Steak costs almost 500 depending on where you at. 500.
If we go to a nice dinner, at least 700. But if we're going to a regular dinner, $4 meat.
She said 7 bands.
7 bands.
That's 5 bands.
For what? That's how you know they never go on an expensive ass date talking about some 3,000.
As you guys well know, it is very rare for women to call out other women for their bad behavior. But you know it's bad when your homegirl tells you, yo, your coochie ain't worth no $7,000 date. That's hilarious.
I'm quoting this young lady because I haven't thought about this, okay? So here's what this lady said. A guy ordering dessert on a date is a red flag for me. That's a female thing to do for real. She then said, it's a red flag for me. for me. And I'm thinking that she's saying the for me part is because people might have been coming for her about having that preference or maybe judging her or telling her it's ridiculous or whatever. I'm just assuming that part. Okay, she goes on to say, if a guy's on a date with a woman, the woman should be the only one ordering an appetizer and dessert. Men eat meals. Like, seriously? You can't just taste some of what I ordered? Now listen, here's my thought. I don't ever come for people about whatever their preference is. You can have whatever preference you want. Nobody should come to nobody and tell nobody how they should feel about nothing.
I disagree. Because when you put your information out there and your opinions on the internet for the entire world to see, you put it out there for the entire world to comment on. And yeah, they probably came for this stupid shit. Because first of all, she put Ghetto Fantasy Lisa as her tagline. That's her username. Any female who thinks that's cute is a female you don't take on dates in the first place. You blow her back out and you put her back where you got her. Send her back to the streets where you found her. Or you steer clear at all costs. But what you never do is spend your hard-earned money on a female like this. A female like this, bro, is strictly TTP. What is TTP for my new guys? Testicular target practice. She is what you use to get your stroke game up for the chick you want to really be with. I mean, imagine the ovaries on this chick. You mean to tell me you got to pay for the whole date, set it up, plan it, and after doing all that, you can't have a piece of apple pie or some peach cobbler in the meal when you the one paying the fucking bill?
How much should a man spend on a wedding ring?
Oh, I think a lot. She deserves it. Over 10 grand.
10,000. Guys, you can get a brand new 2024 Nissan Versa for $17,000. I want you to think about that.
I mean, yeah, I think it should be a decent amount of a 1 year salary, I believe. It's the typical, like a 3 carat. Yeah.
Now guys, you know yourselves better than I do. So I'm gonna open up the comment section to you down below this video. What do you make a year, before or after taxes? Because this chick right here thinks you should spend every dime you make for an entire calendar year on a piece of jewelry she'll take 5 pictures of and put on Instagram. Tell me if you think it's worth it.
What's the most a guy should spend on a wedding ring?
I definitely want a huge rock, so I'm gonna guess that it probably costs about at least like $500,000.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
500, $500,000, bro. Get your passports, boys. You can't build with this.
Does it cost that much? Like diamonds? I would say maybe like, I don't really know, but I would at least hope somebody's spending like 30,000, right? Like, is that the amount for a ring? Like, 30,000 to 50,000,
I'm just asking you what you think.
I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like 20 to, I think definitely in a 10,000 range, like 10, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, something and above, like for sure, but not 10. I'd say like 30.
Okay, so 30,000 is the max he should spend on a
The
ring.
minimum. I mean, I don't know how much rings cost. So I have no idea, but I'm definitely still going for that 500K. I want to be
$30,000 to $50,000, guys. You can get a brand new Honda Accord Sport for about $27,000, at least in my area. What this tells me is these women have no idea, number one, of the value of money. They have no understanding of the relation between value and price. These two things are not the same, and they're just barely similar. But moreover, a part of this that most guys will overlook is the fact that shorty girl, and she's got a nice little body on her, I'll give her that. Decent looking, I'll give her that too. But she's out here as a dark-skinned female. I'm a dark-skinned brother, so I can talk to this. She's out here wearing this fuchsia dress. Now guys, for you guys who maybe don't date interracially, my guys not from my community, anytime a woman this complexion wears a color that goddamn bright, what she's doing is she's operating under the contrast attention principle. Any female that dark, wearing clothes that bright, that tight, at night, yeah, that rhyme, go figure. But anybody who's adding all those variables together is out to get what Tommy Sotomayor used to call DNA, dick and attention. Guys, you got to steer clear of these kind of women. You cannot take them seriously. When you know just how bad the divorce rates are, when you know that these chicks want an 18-year annuity in the form of a child, don't give it to them.
gas rock, so I'm guessing it's gonna cost like a lot of money.
For him spending 500K, what does he get from you?
Hopefully I get to be the mother of the kids. I get to live a beautiful dream life, and he supports my career.
There you go. For $500,000, he gets a modern woman. She didn't say she was domestic. She didn't say she was going to make his life as stress-free as possible. She didn't say nothing about her being a help to this man. All she's thinking about is what she's gonna get out the deal. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
Should a guy spend on an engagement ring? Oh. Okay.
As you heard, we're talking about engagement rings, guys. Tell me, which one of these two women right here is wife material? If they weren't allowed to change clothes first, which one of these two women, dressed the way they are right now, would be ready to meet your mother?
$100,000. Yeah, that's good. I say no. Yeah, these. No, 30K. It has to be more than 3 carats.
Oh, shut up.
I asked the question again. Which one of these two women, dressed like this at night, could meet your mother right there on the sidewalk and pass the mom test? Let me know down in the comments. I am truly curious.
First off,
It's nasty. Why the f would you wear your
but
makeup
that's
for
something that you're breaking up with me over?
Yes, you. When I say wash your face.
I can wash my face today, though.
That's gross.
It sure is, Billy.
Oh my God. Ugh.
You should have been wash your
So
face.
you don't even really love me then.
What you
Because if
know?
you really love me, you would sit there and be like, wash your face.
You wore your makeup for 3 days.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He knows that when he washes his face, he go from looking like this to looking like this. She know that when she wash her face, she go from looking like this to looking like this.
Oh.
If you really loved me, you would have sat there and told me to wash my face. Like, babe, wash the makeup off or something. You would have talked to me heart to heart. Like I'm a person that you love rather than talking to me like some random bitch that you just started fucking with.
Why are you wearing your makeup for more than 3 days?
See, here's the thing. You can wash your face with all your clothes on. So my question becomes, if you haven't washed your face in 3 days, when's the last time you washed your...
I'm 19 years old. I've never had a boyfriend, but what I do have is a 30-page list full of qualifications and standards said person has to meet.
Shut the fuck up!
Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.